Hey guys, Gameboy 3800 here, once again back in Forza Horizon 5. Last time out, the Lexus SC300 topped the leaderboards in the budget car series, beating the Dodge Coronet. Now the muscle car strikes back with the OP Oldsmobile, returning once again. Now we only have 25,000 credits to spend, and what am I going to spend the majority of it on? I'm going to spend the majority of it on power for this build. So if we go for that, and this time we have enough points actually to go for a tire compound upgrade. So we'll see how that works. This is going to be a different build. It's super heavy. We're not going to do like really any weight reduction, maybe one stage if we're lucky. Could go for 2 stages, but you know, then we sacrifice other parts. So 1 stage of weight reduction is all we're probably going to do here. We're going to be heavy, but hopefully be able to make up the majority of it with just a ton of power. Gonna want a gearbox. And sport diff. And a rear wing. That's expensive, the rear wing, but I think it'll be worth it. What do we go for? Let's go for the supercharger. A little bit more PI efficient. Look at that. That's incredible how annoying that is. Okay. Yeah, the rear wing upgrade is actually hurting us. We gotta take it off. It'll actually bring our PI up as well. Not that that was the issue, but you know what I mean. You have no weight reduction at all for this car. It's going to be super heavy. It's a different build, let's be honest. Bit too expensive there. Could go for something like that to get us right to the top. There we go. We're at the top of the class now, and the top of the budget. Perfect. We have sport brakes, rally suspension, anti-roll bars, a maxed out supercharger build, 660 foot-pounds of torque, the highest we've seen so far, and probably will see this whole series unless I'm mistaken. Could go for less rear tires. Save $1 there. Keep it lighter. Save 400. Can I now go for like a bit more power? Or like a driveline? No, not really. Okay, it was just better to keep the rear tires probably where they were. Nah, let's do this. That's good enough. We have a good stance, a lot of power, front-wheel drive, very heavy muscle car, but we do have tire compound upgrade, so this will be a very different build with still a lot of power. And as we saw with the Coronet, having a lot of power does help. I'm going to leave the front tire pressure stock there. Could help. Top speed, I like to have it at 145, I think. So we'll keep doing it like that. Close enough. Gonna have like no camber because it's front wheel drive. Front tires are gonna have to do a lot of work for this car. Now it's true that it's very heavy. Don't have aero to worry about, so that's cool. Because it's so heavy, I'm going to up everything more than I usually do here. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Have the front suspension pretty stiff, because it is just that heavy. And that should be good for acceleration. Alright, the Oldsmobile is ready to go. Very different car from anything else we've built so far. This did take me a couple of attempts to build, but I think I have it where I like it. It even rev pretty good for stock revs. Alright. So the Oldsmobile is pretty well known for being OP in any series I do. It doesn't always win, but it's usually up there towards the top. How will it do for the budget series in C-Class? So the most amount of torque we've seen so far, but 1,000 pounds heavier than anything we've seen go so far. But it does have upgraded tire compounds. Will that be its saving grace? We don't know. We'll see if tire compound upgrades will be the meta, and that's what to go for. Or if going for stock tires and more power will still be viable. Let's go. Looks like we're going to be mostly in 5th gear for this whole race. That's cool. We are front-wheel drive, so we have to keep that in mind. But that said, this thing does not have, like, really any torque steer. We have no rear wing, which should be as aerodynamic as this barn will ever be. That said, I don't expect us to top any speed records on this track with this car. Maybe if we kept all stock tires, but then we would be having no handling. Not saying we do anyways, but you know what I mean. We're still somehow faster than the Lexus, just barely though. Looking not terrible so far. Because we're so heavy, we can ignore street furniture pretty much. And now we have a lot of power. That is quite the fun turn, I'll be honest. I do like that a lot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No way. Turned in too much for that turn? Don't 30 my next lap, please. As we can see, this car is capable. Okay, did not dirty the lap. That's good to see. This car is good. Okay, the Lexus does make up some ground through the very twisty part. But now the rest of the track is pretty much just hold the gas down and turn. Alright, so we did have a better run last lap around. A 1:12.67 versus a 1:12.66. Okay, I was going to say the dirty time will be what we take, but this time was faster regardless. So give it up to the Oldsmobile. It's a difficult car. It's so heavy. But with the tire compound upgrade, I think that really did help, even though most of the time we're on to power. I don't know, is that the right way to go? So yeah, Oldsmobile takes the top crown once again. Not by much though. Last time we saw the Lexus beat it by what? A second almost? This time it was half a second. Still, a win's a win. Give it up for the Olds. Back on top. I'll see you all in the future.